Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the basics of how to learn your basic jazz chords like C major 7th. That extra 7th note they call it is what makes it sound jazzy. Here's the regular C major, here's your C major 7th. Here's a regular D minor, here's a D minor 7th. So that extra note on the end, the extra 7th note as they call it, is what makes it sound jazzy. So let's go over how to learn these in all of the different major keys using Notorio. So what we'll do is we'll go into our settings, and instead of having it show us random notes, we can choose these other ones. We're going to have it show us jazz chords. And when you're first learning jazz chords, one way to do it is to go into an auto-listen session where it will show you the notes and then you have to play them one at a time, and then you can start learning them that way. So we're going to be working just in the treble clef with jazz chords, and we're going to be doing all keys. And you can change the settings to focus on a particular key if you want to start out just learning in the key of C, which are the really easy ones, just skipping every other white note. But then you can start to go into other keys. But for now we're going to do all keys. So now as I hit continue, we're just going to let it do the auto listening session until we exit. I start this session. Now what it's going to do is it's going to show me each of these chords, and I have to play the notes one at a time. So this is a D minor 7th. So assuming I know a little bit about how to read notes, I know I start on a D there, and I play each of them and then they disappear. Now we go up to the F dominant. So this will start with the F, D dominant. And so you can go through each of those and learn each of those chords. So that's a way to get your basic, we don't care about the results of our session, that's a way to get your basic sort of how to play the chords. Now once you essentially have your chords memorized, you might want to step it up a little bit, and that's when I would go into the timer mode. And then I can have it'll flash chords, and it's not listening to me now, but it's going to show me chords based on a timer setting that I can choose between in the next page, and I try to keep up, and then I can gradually over time, over weeks and months, decrease the amount of time that it shows me between chords and get faster and faster at playing it. It's like flashcards. So let's have it set the timing to 4 seconds. That's about where I'm at being very comfortable with it. So now that I say very comfortable, let's see if I actually am. F major 7th, D major 7th, B flat dominant. And so again, it's not listening to me, it's just prompting me. And so we'll go through all of them. You can see there's a little number here that it says like 6 out of 50 because there's 50 different chords as it goes through all of the keys and all of the 7th chord in each of those keys. And as it does that little incrementer will increase. So now it's on the 11th out of 50, but it's randomizing these. So they're not in any particular order, but it will go through each of them in each of the major chords. But like I say, this is a way to let's try to do this again. There's a way to get better and better at it. So maybe the next time I go through it, instead of 4, I do 3.5. And let's see if I can keep up with that now. E dominant, A dominant, C minor 7th. Anyway, you can see that this is just a way to increase your speed and your ability in that over time. And another thing to do is just, if I go into a manual session where I just will push the next button each time I do it, I can do things like, so this is A flat major 7th. I can do whatever practices or exercises I want with that chord or with that scale. So maybe I say, okay, when it shows me an A flat major 7th, I'm going to do like a 2-5-1 in that, A flat major scale. So that would be 2-5-1 if you know anything about jazz. Whoops. Clearly I don't. But anyway, that's basically how you use each of the modes of Notorio to first learn how the notes are in each of the jazz chords in each of the scales, and then to quiz yourself and increase your agility and eventually be able to play along quite jazzily and snappily to any jazz lead sheet.